We're out in the desert today with some amateur pilots, and what we're flying is quite the collection of drones. There's some cool info if you're curious about all the different types, the prices, and what's the absolute coolest thing is the VR goggles that you put on and you feel like you're actually the pilot in the airplane. I'm gonna have to get a pair of those. Oh, you got a little quadcopter one too, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a racing drone. That one does about
Whoop, up. You got
80 miles an
wind.
hour.
Look at that. This thing's so smart it saved itself.
Yeah, it got caught, yeah.
Reached out with a little prop.
That one, there's a company called Banggood.
Yeah.
Great name for a model.
Right, yeah.
You order this stuff and your wife or girlfriend's going,
What's
what
this?
the hell did you get?
What's this $600 order from Banggood?
Adult toy again, huh? Chuck.
$600 from Banggood. What the hell?
Yeah.
Don't order anymore. Like,
Luckily, it doesn't show up that way. But that one, this is like a knockoff of a DJI.
Yeah, it looks
Doesn't
very
have
similar
all
to
the
has mine.
Yeah, it's like a Mavic. It doesn't. The camera's not as high up as the Mavic Pro and the Mavic 2. It's more like the first generation Mavic, but it's only $400.
Oh, that's a really good deal, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the 5-mile range. And it's got all the. You can actually pick yourself out and move, and it will follow
Nice, the
you.
tracking, yeah.
It'll do the orbit. It'll do the spiral where it starts with you and pans out.
Nice.
So it has all the nice things you want.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a lot of this other things that, you know, when you fly DJI, you're always having to do updates.
Right.
This doesn't do as many. You don't have to do updates. It won't lock
Nice.
you out.
Excellent.
If you don't update it.
Yeah, that was always annoying.
Yeah, you get somewhere and you're like, oh, I'm going to fly the drone. You pull it out and you're like, oh, it needs to be updated.
Yeah, it needs to download 50 megabytes
I
of.
have no signal here, so
yeah.
there's no way to connect it to the internet to get the update. So I'm SOL.
Exactly.
Fly day.
Yeah.
Fly day
Where this, it'll still fly even though it hasn't been updated. I haven't updated this thing in over a year and a half.
Wow. Yeah.
So it still flies. So this is operating at 24 volts and drawing about 80 amps. That's about 2,400 watts of power, which would be about 3 horsepower.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And you said it goes about like 100 miles an hour? Is that what you were saying?
Closes in on
Close?
not quite
Yeah.
100. It closes in the high 80s, low 90s.
Wow.
Helps you take down those home invaders.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Strap a handgun to it, fly it around.
I was thinking a little propane tank.
I was the hummingbird on Red Bull guy.
Burn
Right
'em.
there.
The hummingbird on Red Girl.
Red
Don't
Bull.
come
That
back.
was the
This
video
is Mark, and he's from Utah, and we got Kopek and Mike here. And so the 4 airplane nerds are around. So, and then full rudder,
full rudder over,
pulling
and
it
just
over.
going. Wee, wee, wee. Now it has stabilization. When you let go, it's going to flatten out.
Okay.
It has some weird little quirks that, because it is a stunt plane.
You just throw it.
You just give it throttle, and it's going to fly out of my hand.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh shit! Touch that. Good throttle.
Okay.
Good throttle. That one made a flip I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, it's sensitive. Yeah. I didn't know Rover made it try.
Yeah, it is a little bit more sensitive than the other.
You went forward. It's okay. You're good.
How you like that thing? How fast will this one fly?
It's not really
30 or 40
for
maybe.
its size. It's
Yeah,
fast.
it's fast for its size, yeah. I think straight out of the box they do 50 or 60 mile an hour. I had mine souped up to do well over 100. And they're fun. They're a lot of fun. Here's the little servo motors that control the flaps and everything. Here's the little dinky motor. This would be micro brushless. Yep, these are little bitty brushless motors in here. And they're just super cool. It's a neat little hobby if you really want to get into it.
Now, these are those cool goggles. They let you see the cockpit of the plane while you fly. It's like VR, but in real life. Let's go back to Stan and see some of his footage of trying to get it. We couldn't record it directly from the headset, so this will have to do.
Okay, well, let's see here. Oh, hey, it will work. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So we finally got things figured out here, and Mark's going to fly, and I'm going to observe through the goggles, and Kopek's going to film it all. But before we take off, this is what I'm looking at right here. Let's see. Oh! There he goes. He's getting ready to take off. And that's what I'm going to see in the goggle. Man, it's just like you're sitting in a Piper Club or something. That is unreal.
I've actually seen a couple YouTube videos of people with these things. I don't know if it's the same brand, but this is FlySight, where it's basically the goggles that you get to wear. And they look so cool because, like, you have antennas and stuff sticking out while you're wearing it. You look like a mad scientist. Like, I wanted to get these for the DJI Mavic Air that I had, but I think they're kind of expensive. I think it's like $400 or something for that, and it's like, ooh, like I can justify the drone as a business expense, but it's hard to justify that as a business expense, especially after using it. It's so much fun, so it's like, ooh, do I have to buy a new one? Maybe. Oh, look at that. That's adorable.
That's the baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
what's the name of that one?
That's a hummingbird.
Okay, what was the name of this one here?
That is a
Is that when you bought?
Mobula 7.
Okay, now.
That's
I can't remember
this is
the name
basically
of it.
called a
Wow.
tiny whoop.
Whoop, that's it, yes. Well, whoop's this genre, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's got a camera on it and everything. Like, that's,
That's how you fly it.
wow.
You fly it with the goggles. You're
Oh,
actually
okay.
sitting in it flying it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
because
whole
otherwise
thing.
you wouldn't be able to see it in the air.
Can you, you got batteries for that right now? For him? or-
Yeah, I've got to figure out the headset right now.
Oh, okay, all right. Too many questions, I guess.
Yeah, I've got to work on it.
What's this little orange one here?
It's just a brush. That's a brushless version of the same.
Okay.
So this is a brush one. This has brushed motors, and that one's
a brush-
brushless.
More, better battery life,
we
quicker,
race
faster.
these.
Mm.
So these are used in racing in little courses.
And that's our aviation adventure today. We'll leave you with some more flying footage. There's more content like this from SASNAK's video, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. So be sure to like and subscribe to that and check that video out as well. Great time today.